Alright, I gotta just find the damn process here. What the freak is it? Alright, what's up everybody, this is Tower7200 Thing News. I couldn't find it. Okay, there it is. Anyhow, welcome to another NewAgeServerAlarm video. On his Minecraft server, of course. So, on the Minecraft server, you guys have seen it. You haven't seen it recently, but it's been a little while since I've done a little live stream on it. But on the server now, we finally, we have another tour of some fire alarm stuff on it, and we also got a lot of interesting stuff going on it. So, in this video, I'm going to be showing off the Cactus Bay City Hall. Cactus Bay is my city in NewAgeServerAlarms Minecraft server. And I will be showing off the City Hall because it finally got done with the fire alarm system and all the new stuff that got put in. And being that I'm not going to be showing off my DSS panels with all the fanciness, I'm actually going to be showing off an Alertek system. I know, my building, I put an Alertek system in it, so whatever. I also got some pretty cool elevators in that building too, so I think you guys would really enjoy. So, without further ado, let's roll the intro. Alright, so, that went smoother than normal. I wonder why. Alright, let's hop on Andrew's server. So, I haven't really showed off anything on this server in a while, so I know it's been a little bit. Oh, I'm down here. Fantastic. This is kind of the maintenance shaft for some of this stuff down here. I'll just leave a hole right there. So, this is the Cactus Bay City Hall. Let's go outside so you can get a better view of this place. And boy, is my thing lagging. Why am I dipping down frames so much on OBS? That's kind of a question I'd like to know. Alright. So this is Cactus Bay City Hall. Or we call it Titty Hall because, you know, the top of it looks like a giant tit. I don't know why there's a random stone block there. As you can see, the top of it looks like a giant tit. So we call it Titty Hall. This place was originally built by MyTechTime. You might know him on YouTube. Long story short, it's now mine, and it looks really nice. So when you enter the City Hall, let's say you got... let me clear my inventory. So when you enter the City Hall, you can first notice it looks pretty nice. You got these teleportation hubs here that bring you to the spawn of World 1-5. And I believe... I'm not sure which one gets back. East and Cactus Bay. So this is what back looks like. Oh, what the hell? I'm in the floor. Okay. That's kind of odd. So yeah, that's the City Hall. If we go in here, we'll walk in. And here is the lobby. It looks really nice in my opinion. A little bit overkill, a little bit plain, but whatever. So yeah, here's the lobby. We got two elevators. These are Intellith 3s, courtesy of Andrew. And these are weapon detectors. These actually do work. So as you can see, the rules: no pickaxes, no swords, no axes, no shovels, no TNT, and no fire charges, no bows, no arrows, and no potions. So if we walk in here, as you can see, we walk through clean. Let's say we have the weapon, so let's get a sword. Oops. So we got a sword here. So what happens if we hold the sword out? Well, let's just walk in here. Weapon detected. Won't let us through. Since Cactus Bay City Hall is a big place, you know, you're not supposed to have weapons, so it's kind of cool. If we remove it, obviously, we could throw it in here, and it would let us through. So here's the exterior of City Hall, and this is the first floor. As you can see, we got a floor directory. Floor 1 is Cactus Bay Permits and Voting Room, and we got an Alertek system in here. Yeah. It's one thing I don't like about those. So down here is like a little storage room. This is a little office. I don't know what it's used for. Marriage permits. See, this is where the marriage permits are. Record storage. And construction permits. A little bit of interesting things there. Another room. I don't know what it's used for. Clerk. So that's the permits offices down in this wing. We got the voting room, which basically if we vote on something, we can make a voting room. Storage room. And this is actually not like that anymore. This used to be... This place got renovated a couple times, so it's not like what it used to be. Then down over here, these signs don't really matter anymore, so I could probably remove them. Down here is another office. This is the exit of the building. If you wanted to exit this way, you could. Nothing really in here. Unused room. I'm probably going to put more permanent offices in here. Another storage room. Oh, he left the server. It's kind of late by him. He lives in the UK, so... let's see, it's like maybe a full-blown 5 hours ahead, so you put 2 and 2 together. It's right now it's 6:50 Eastern Time. So yeah, so what about these things? These things look cool. What are these? Well, I'll show you what these are. Actually, let's not go up these yet. Let's go downstairs. So underneath here, as you might have saw, there is a parking garage, and they have a little Minetech Corporation Twinvader 2 or Twinvader 1. This is a Minetech elevator, which is actually one of Andrew's companies. Down here, you get the fire panel room, FACP. Only people that are part of our staff of Cactus Bay City Hall can open this. But if they're not, this will open automatically when there's a fire alarm. Yeah, this is a little blank room, and here's the fire alarm panel. This is an AX7. I'm not very fond of Alertek adjustable panels, but the AX7 is definitely a keeper. This thing is such a good panel. Alertek really put a lot of thought into this thing, and it really worked. And as you can see, you can toggle the menu here. Just like DSS, these are actually capable of enabling, disabling NACs, and that kind of feature. So as you can see, here's just some of the devices. So, FAP room door relay. Or maybe you won't scroll, that's okay too. So you can disable and enable. Why is this not scrolling? There we go. Panel out relay. Now this is actually intertwined with the Department of Transportation building, which I'll show later on. It's just one NAC for the system. The city tie relay, walk test, yeah, that sort of thing. You can toggle back to here. All points okay, Cactus Bay City Hall. A little dual action system in here. Alright. So that's kind of interesting, I guess. Don't worry, we'll get to the fire alarms. Don't yap at me about it. By the way, the stream might render pretty slow, so do cut me some slack if it does. I am sorry about that. This room was going to be converted into like a little records room, but I never did anything with it. We got another Intellift Twinvader 1. This room was never used. This room was actually where at one time, sometimes Cactus Bay gets a little festive, so we had a Christmas. One time during Christmas, I actually put a Christmas wreath out in the front of the building, and I had like a little command system in here that basically changed the little bulbs on the wreath to different colors and stuff, and I thought that was kind of cool. Over here, this is another little room. We got a redstone room. In this room, I'm just going to break into the wall here. There's actually... Oh, what the freak? What the hell? It should be here, but this is a device that basically... Oh, well, that's why it doesn't work anymore. This was a device that basically what it did was it basically, on the lights on the outside that you saw in the building, in between the creases and stuff, that basically changed them to turn on and off at night, but it doesn't matter, they were banned anyhow, so I didn't really think that thing was going to work. This is the vault. It's not done yet. I was putting an alarm system down here, so if someone tried getting into the vault and they're not supposed to be in the vault, it goes off, but it's not done yet, so yeah. But anyhow, this is basically just a design I'm working on. Oh crap, I'm in the wall. That's not good. So yeah, that's that. And there's a random cat here. We gotta go ahead and make an animal shelter in this Cactus Bay because there's like animals everywhere. And it's like out of control. We had an animal shelter beta city. Oh, I was already in here. That's another story. So yeah, that's down here. There's just some parking spaces, nothing really fantastic. I'll show you more of the workings of how these systems work. Let's go ahead and hit up. Alright. So, we are now on the main floor. Like I said, we gotta go back through these again. So floor 1. Floor 2 is the Cactus Bay School District main offices. So we already got an elevator called up here. This is the east elevator. Let's go up to floor 2. You might have actually remembered these. If you watch NewAgeServerAlarms non-fire alarm channel, NewAgeServer, you might actually remember these. These are the much newer versions. You might have remembered them on the Whirlwind-5 Capitol building. There was actually a these elevators installed on it. But these are way different, and these are way better models. So let's go up to floor 2. And these actually are really cool. I'll show you how these work later on. We're at floor 2. So this is the Cactus Bay School District offices. None of these are really done yet. These floors are not entirely done, so there are some blank floors. But this is just a conference room. We've got more people, head of whatever. The head district superintendent. You know, along those lines. Nothing really that interesting. And over here you got some more offices and blah, 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 you know. And yes, there is an Alertek system in this building. I probably said that like a bunch of times, but whatever. So I'll show you that system later on. Another conference room. And by the way, you can also oversee the lobby. This was actually blocked off, and there was windows here before I actually knocked this down. I'll put some pictures, or actually I can't because I'm not editing this. But I'll probably do like another before and after image of this, because I have a schematic of this building before I really worked on it, and it was completely different, for those who are wondering. So let's go up to floor 3. Floor 3, I actually don't know what it is. I think it's the Codes Enforcement Office. I could be wrong. I don't even know what the floor 3 is. Probably just a Codes Enforcement Office, like I said. But nothing really particular. See, there's like a room right here, another room, another room. There's actually a skyway down to the Department of Transportation building, which you'll see shortly. So yeah, there's another conference room not being used. So let's go up again. I can just press 4. Now, floor 4, I believe, is being used as the Codes Enforcement. Yeah, they are. Codes Enforcement's office. So building permits and requirements. This is, I haven't finished this yet, but I will eventually. As you can see, there's a sign right here saying Skybridge to Cactus Bay Department of Transportation building. You can actually go through here too, doesn't really matter. More Alertek stuff. If you come down over here, Skyway to Bridge, or Skyway to Department of Transportation building. I'll show this building off. This building has literally nothing installed in it, so it's kind of pointless, but whatever. So yeah, then the rest of the floors are practically just blank. So I guess I could take you up to one of them. So I'll take you up to 5, but other than that, they're practically blank. See? That's what the rest of the floors look like. This place is still under renovation, so yeah. I'll just take you up to 10. Oh, look at that level. Alright. This is my office. Still not done, but this is the only difference between the two. Now let's call this one up. This is pretty cool how these things work. Look. I don't know if you can see it, but you'll see it'll start to go up really fast, and then it'll slow down and level. We'll see it up here in a second. There it is. I have to mention these things, and by the way, the arrows actually do light up, which is pretty cool. I'll have to do a video of these things sometime with Andrew. Andrew said he might want to do a live stream with me sometime. We'll do like a collab live stream. Oh, I meant to take it down to 1. So actually, watch, it actually holds position. So as you can see, I wanted to go down to this floor, to 1, then go back up to 9, and I wanted to go back to 5. This thing actually keeps an inventory of the lists. So here's floor 1. Now we gotta go up to floor 9, and then we gotta go to 5. So watch how cool this is. This is pretty cool. Oh no, it goes by floor. Okay, never mind. See, we're at floor 5 now because it has to pick up the closest floor. Then it goes up to floor 9. See? And let's take it up to 10. 8. So like as you can see, I entered 7, then 8. So if we go up to 10 now, so obviously as you can see we're up to 10 now, it'll go back down to, it'll go back to, obviously you see 7 we entered first, but it's not going to go to 7, it's going to go to 8, because 8 comes before 7, then it's going to go to 7, and it's practically just going to stay there and wait for an order. Which is pretty damn cool, actually. It's really cool, I'm being honest with you guys. This is a pretty cool feature. And we'll just take it down to 1. Honestly, this is one of the coolest features out of this whole... this thing's pretty cool. As you can see, it even levels. Look how cool that is. I guess I can send it up, so let me go ahead. It's probably not going to go unless there's a player detector in it, but let's see. Take it up to 10. Yeah, it needs a player in it to move. So why don't we get in it? Look at it go. Look at that thing go. That's pretty cool. You gotta admit, that thing's a work of art. So I always really liked that thing. I thought it was really cool. I'll call this one down. Call them both down. Go on, you gotta admit, that's pretty cool. Definitely really cool. I'm not gonna lie with you. Very interesting thing. Honestly, this is pretty interesting how these work. Alright, enough screwing around with it, no problem. We just got these done today, me and Andrew. I hooked up one, he hooked up the other. I do know how to set these things up. They're I wouldn't say a complete pain, but they're definitely not the easiest thing to use out there. So yeah, they are a little bit of a pain, but once you get it down, they're good to do. And no one's watching yet, so that's kind of a concerning point, I guess. And if no one's going to watch, it's their problem. We can always go back to this. But I'll show off the Alertek stuff now. I'm probably only doing this as a live stream because I really don't feel like going ahead and recording this all over again when like editing it and everything. Live streaming is just a lot easier, in my opinion. So yeah, so we'll go show off the Alertek system now. Boop. Alright, these things are really simple. They only go between 2 floors. But these actually used to have like teleport elevators, so this is a nice feature. Oh, before we do any of the alarm stuff, let me just show you where the mechanical stuff of this is. If we go down here. Oh, that's not it. Oh, what the hell. Okay, whatever. Screw it. This is the elevator and other stuff control room. So right here, we have the weapon detector for this building, of course. I don't think it's actually being used. This is a weapons detector. This is basically detects the weapon in the lobby of the Cactus Bay City Hall. This is an Intel F3. Actually, no, this is the AX7. This is the Alertek AX7. This is the panel that practically runs the show for the fire alarms here. It's kind of a little bit of a mess, to be honest with you, compared to the much smaller form factor versions, but it's still pretty good. Very good panel, I'm not going to lie with you. These things are pretty damn amazing. So, honest opinion, I think Alertek did a good job with these things. And this is actually a functional panel. See? It is indeed functional. So, then over here we got the West Intel lift for the west side elevator. These things are pretty cool. And you got the East Intel lift. I'll show you what these things look like in the inside. They're pretty cool. Pretty interesting how these things work. They're pretty damn awesome, to be honest with you. They work pretty smooth. And then over here is the what's the name? The televators, or whatever they're called. So these things, basically, these are for the tiny lifts or whatever. Those are the ones you saw that go down the parking garage. The east one, then the west one. And yeah, that's all that is down here. Those are just the machines. And practically those machines run the whole show, basically. So, yeah. Finally, we go to the stupid fire alarm panel. Alright, before I actually set the system off, I'm probably going to go to toggle menu. I guess we'll do a walk test. Screw it, right? Before we can do a walk test, what we got to do is we got to go to Come on. We need to enable those. I guess we'll... No, hold on. Before I do a walk test, I'll do like a bell test. That's what I'll do. So I'll go ahead and disable this. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Whoops. We're gonna disable walk test. And I'm going... I don't know... I'll keep the city tie enabled. Screw it. It's going to activate the city tie, though, so I have to keep that in mind. No, I'll disable it. Screw it. I don't want to have that thing going off. Oh. Oh, I'm just dumb. Alright, toggle menu. So here we go with the bell test. These are particle strobes, so if you have epilepsy, you know. It's not a real video, but if you have epilepsy, you know, these will still cause that. So don't watch. As you can see, they're doing code 3, and these are particle strobes, something that Andrew hates, but I forced him to install when he installed this system. And this is going off for all of the building, by the way. This is not none of that stuff. And like I said, the FACP room stays open when this goes off. It's just a mess of alarms. You can just take my word for it that the whole system is going off. But one thing that's really interesting about this building is that when this system goes off, when this system goes off, it activates a system supervisory in the panel in the building over here, the Cactus Bay Department of Transportation. You kind of heard it for a second there. There's another weapons detector in here. Take this down to the basement. Yes, this is like a mess. This is like a retrofit to the Max panel. See? There's no silence for it, so you just have to listen to go beep. Just highly annoying. So we shut it up. That's so annoying. Oh yeah, you can't silence it. You gotta reset it. So yeah, that's just right there. System Supervisory, Cactus Bay, Titty Hall. Like I said, we call it Titty Hall because it looks like a giant tit. We can just go across to the crosswalk here. So this system's going off, as you can see. This is pretty cool. So what happens if the other building goes off? So let me take one of the elevators down. Oh, screw it, that takes too long. LOL! Oh, I already called it down. Oh well. FAP room, basement. Alright, that's pretty cool, I guess. System reset. So you might be wondering, what happens when the Cactus Bay, this thing shuts, by the way. So you might be wondering, what happens if the building over here goes off? What does that do? So I'll go ahead and show you what happens. Let's set the system off. I don't think I had the city tie enabled on this. Oh, hold on. City tie is apparently enabled. Oh, shit. Stupid MC Edit. This is something that happened with MC Edit. Should be fixed now. Let me turn that off. You can see Zone 2, L1. Let's shut this off. Reset it. So you might be able to hear the panel in Cactus Bay City Hall is going off. Doesn't open, but that only happens in a fire alarm. But let's go in here. Trouble. Okay. Let's see. Cactus Bay Department of Transportation panel, CB dot. I don't know why he put CB dot there twice, but okay. So, yeah, this is pretty simple. You got two panels hooked in. they trip each other in system supervisory. I didn't have them set up so they trip each other in alarm, but what I did do, so I did something pretty interesting that I think some of you guys are going to find to be interesting here. What I did do was, hold on, let me call this one down, it's closer. I want you to take me up to the 4th floor, please. Alright, so what I did end up doing is there's actually an exit over here, and there is a fire alarm in between the buildings. Might be wondering, well, what does it do? Well, the fire alarm that goes in between both buildings sets off both alarms. So that fire alarm sets off both buildings. And by the way, in the lobby here, over here, that push station is an Alertek push station, but oh shit, that station is an Alertek pull station, but this is a DSS system. Just keep that mentioned. That's just a retrofit because the DSS one broke. So as you can see, they both tripped each other. System supervisory. Shut that up. Supervisor was activated. So let's go back to, let me enable city tie actually while I'm here. So I'm probably not going to come back in this building. Oh, that's the engine itself. Alright. I think he just got done eating. Because he was on here earlier and then he got off to eat. Alright, shut up. So as you can see, Cactus Bay panel was enabled, and also we have an alarm. He's probably going to do his own stuff. Okay, I'll check that later. I don't know why, but apparently it didn't activate the actual alarm itself. So, oh, because it's set to at the same time. Okay. That's kind of a bug. I'll have to set a delay on the Cactus Bay panel when it initializes this panel and it's trouble. That might be something I have to do. Because apparently it didn't do what it needs to do. So let's go ahead and let's go. Oops. Let's go ahead and. Oh, that was correct. We'll go enable city tie again. I'm not going to do any more stuff in here. I promised a walk test, but I'm probably not going to do that. It's like stuck in silence mode. Whatever, screw it. Yeah, that's all I really have to say. Okay. He's in the city hall right now. He's messing around with the Intel F3 City Hall, I think. I don't know. I guess he's not here. I have really nothing else to show besides that, so yeah, that's all I really have to show you guys. I mean, I don't want to end this video. I'm surprised no one was watching during this whole thing. That's kind of annoying because... What does orange mean? Apparently my stream health is at orange. Ooh, that's so bad. Trying to see where my stream is right now. Apparently my webcam was like freaking out during the beginning. I had no idea. Okay, so my live stream is working. Alright, so yeah, nothing really else to show. So sorry this was so short, but thank you guys for watching. Comment, rate, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys